when I feel I can't go on. I need to know that I belong. When everything right seems wrong, you carry me. When the road ahead is tough, I'm so close to giving up, but I fall into your arms and you carry me. You watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe you watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe. I believe, oh, I give all I am to you, and I trust you'll see me through. Deep down I know you've loved me from the start, and if all the world around me was to fall apart, I'd always have you, the king of my heart. You made all the flowers grow. You're the footprints in the snow when my strength has gone. You are the melody of every glorious song. You watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe you watch over me every step I take, every breath I make. I believe. Down I know you loved me from the start. When I was lost you found me, wrapped your loving arms around me. Deep down I know, yes, deep down I know you're king of my heart. frustrations make you feel it's a waste of time. I believe we're just passing through. I'm never gonna be here again. You gotta make the most of every day and live your life while you can. Oh, it don't get much better than this. Simple pleasures we sometimes miss. The comfort of a friend when you're feeling down. Don't get much better than this. It don't get much better than this. Everybody could make their own list. A good old amp and a nice guitar. Don't get much better than this. Well, you can keep your games and your fantasies. They never meant that much to me. To save the future, we must face the past. Try to make a good thing last. Don't get much better than this. Everybody can make their own list. May not be cool, but it sure feels right. Don't get much better. Don't get much better. Oh, don't get much better than this. All of my life, I didn't want to be lonely. No, no. And all of my life seemed like I was so cool. When all of my life I've been trying so hard to get myself together. And all of my life, all I really needed was you. All of my life, been trying to tell me that you love me. Oh, and all of my life, been trying so hard to get through. Yes, you did. And all of my life, trying to satisfy my soul. And all of my life, all I really needed was you. Well, all of my life, I've really been looking, yes I have. And all of my life, you taught me you were looking too. Oh, all of my life, I didn't know what my soul was really searching for. Oh, and all of my life, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling all right. Oh yeah. It's 8 o'clock on Sunday. Regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man, he's sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, I hope you are, and you've got us feeling all right. Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with the joke. He'll light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. Oh, he said, John, I believe this is killing me. As a smile ran away from his face. Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place. La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Pretty good crowd for Sunday. And the manager, she gives me a tilted smile.
Evening all.
Look at the hair on that.
We're just jealous.
And with the earrings that my mother and sisters...
No, these are, I'm afraid not, darling. These are
cheap
cheapy
nasties.
ones, yes.
Oh, so, sorry, where's the stuff I bought you then?
Honestly, there's no pleasing some people, is there?
No, there isn't. Where is it?
It's packed in a bag, darling.
Packed in a bag?
I haven't unpacked yet.
Oh. We came home in January. What's wrong with you?
Honestly, he does exaggerate, doesn't he?
Anyway, you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine, thank you.
Well, I got a lot of songs to sing, and
He has got
I
a lot
have
of
no
songs
idea
to
whether I can
sing.
sing them. But because really, she knows
That it's we.
it's we they've been coming to see. I don't think they have.
We.
That's me.
She.
That's
She.
an awful lot of we. Being a diabetic.
Can I just say?
Let me just take you
Can
through
I just
this.
say
What?
the cap we've had? Is it One Man and His Dog? Is it Stuart Townend or is it Gilbert O'Sullivan?
It's never. Oh, Claire. The moment I met you, I swear. And then benediction. It had to be me, and had to be me, and now I love Alone Again, Naturally. Oh, I love that song. That was, Gilbert O'Sullivan was such a he was a brilliant writer. Do you know he wrote in all the Black Keys?
Did he?
Yeah. So whereas I play mainly pianist, he taught himself, and
Right.
he would do. The moment I met you, I swear, which is really
Thank you,
which is
Rachel.
F
Now
sharp.
everyone can see what he's talking about.
F sharp major, see. So that Black Keys, but normally if I started it, that's Claire, so F sharp major. He wrote it, I would write it Claire into the A minor. I met you, but I swear. It's a bit like last week.
Can I just say?
What? Nobody cares.
Karen Bate has just apologised for even mentioning Gilbert O'Sullivan.
What, you don't like it? What, you don't like it? What are you talking about?
She only said you looked like him. You didn't have to sound like him too.
Claire. I can't do it. Anyway, what was I saying?
I think you were singing Piano
No,
Man.
it's me. They've been coming to see. To forget about life
Oh, this could be a long
for a
evening.
while. Oh, and the piano, it sounds like a carnival. And the microphone microphone, it smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? La la la, la la la, la la la, la la la, la la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. Piano dies away. I always feel that's like Just a Minute, isn't it?
Yes,
As
it is a
the
bit.
keyboard dies away, we welcome you to just another program, Just a Minute. But we welcome you to yet another JV live from the Steinway room with the inimitable Sue. Can I ask you one question?
What?
What is... Oh, that's that. I just realised I couldn't see what that was. It's the picture behind me. I thought it was something
Okay.
we dropped down on the camera.
Oh, right.
It's lovely to have you all here with us, whoever's
It
here
is,
with
everyone.
us.
Thank you. I hope that you didn't get too wet today. It's all a bit sad when you get wet after this lovely
watched it
weather.
when we went out. We treated ourselves
did.
to lunch today.
We did.
And it was lovely lunch, I have to say.
It was a very nice lunch, but we were dodging the puddles going in, weren't we?
Oh, very much so. And then we saw it, and then it was really
It
chucking
was.
it down. So anybody caught out in that wouldn't have been a nice day, but... You've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. You got a friend in me. 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 You got troubles, well, I got them too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together and we'll see it through, 'cause you got a friend in me. Oh yes, you have now. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little smarter than I am, and bigger and stronger too, maybe. But none of them will ever love you the way I do, boy. It's me and you. And as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny, 'cause you got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Something broke.
The Steinway's broken. No, is that the pedal gone?
It never happened before.
Oh dear.
Oh, no, hold on.
Oops.
Something appropriate. Something seasonal. Oh no, what collapsed?
Don't know. You carry on playing and I'll have a little look. I'll let a little
Okay, I
crawl
was in the
around
middle of
underneath
my...
you. Were.
No, don't crawl. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll play slower, because then it's less likely to get damaged.
Play
You
less
know,
heavily.
It's a bit like when you break down. You know when you break down and you think, how am I going to get home? So what you do is you slow down to about 20 miles an hour. So it takes you... It's the agony is prolonged, but here we go.
the light. We've lost the light. Do you know that was? So it was your excitement. It caused the vibrations to happen, right? And they fell off. I can't believe that. This is proving that it's live. It balances on the edge. Yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah. It's just has to prove that it's all live, ladies and gentlemen. All live. None of you rubbish.
Okay, back to
So most
normal.
of you turned off by now.
The manager has saved the day.
Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, and bigger and stronger too, maybe. But none of them will ever love me the way I do. It's me and you, boy. And as the years go by, your friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's your destiny, 'cause you got a friend in me. Sing it with me. You got a friend in me. Oh yes, come on one time. You got a friend in me. All the girls now. Now the boys. You got a friend in me. And everybody else. You got a friend in me. Well, that lasted about 15 minutes too long.
That was very exciting.
It wasn't exciting at all, Sue.
It was.
It went wrong.
Didn't.
Do you know who balanced that on there?
You.
Correct. So it was my fault.
It was his fault.
You see, there are so many... Now, can you just write in and tell me if there's anything that's happened this week to you? Briefly. I don't want the whole saga, but something that went wrong with you this week, okay, that was your fault. Nobody else's. You can't blame anybody else, just you. Try that. Oh, now this one. Sue asked me to sing this one today, and I don't know why she did, but I thought, what if she's asked me?
You better do what she's asked. Because we all enjoyed it the last time he did it, didn't we? So this one, Desperado, from the Eagles.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Oh, you're a hard one, but I know you've got your reasons. These things that are pleasing you will hurt you somehow. Don't you draw the queen of diamonds, boy. She'll beat you if she's able. The queen of hearts is always your best bet. Well, it seems to me some fine things have been laid upon your table, but you only want the ones that you can get. Desperado, you know you ain't getting no younger. Your pain and your hunger are driving you home. And freedom, oh freedom, it's just some people talking. You're a prisoner walking through this world all alone. Don't your feet get cold in the wintertime? The sky won't snow and the sun won't shine. It's hard to tell the nighttime from the day. You're losing all your highs and lows. Ain't it funny how the feeling goes away? Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? Come down from your fences and open the gate. It may be raining, but there's a rainbow above you. You better let somebody love you. You better let somebody love you. better let somebody love you before it's too
Oh, I used to sing that all the time, didn't I?
You did. We used to do it in the group. In the
group.
The
group.
crossword
What was the
group. Our band.
Our band. Sue, I think that's a little bit rich, do you think?
No, I know. It was a very 70s thing, wasn't it? In our group.
What was in our band?
We had a guitarist, Mark, whose idea it was, and his mother-in-law is on tonight. So hello, Sylvia.
Oh, Sylvia.
And there's a song for you in a minute.
Next.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a song for you in a minute, Sylvia. And then there was a lovely lady called Carol, had a beautiful voice, and she could play the guitar. There was me, and there was you on the piano.
Piano and guitar.
Piano and guitar.
But not at the same time.
Well, not often.
Not often, no.
I used to travel to the gigs in my car, which was a Mini 850.
An 850,
and
four of us.
There were four
guitar,
of us.
An amp, two guitars and an amp.
2 guitars, 2 amps.
How did that work?
I have no idea.
We couldn't get in the
I couldn't
boot.
even
There was
get
no
in
boot.
the back of a Mini now.
No.
But Cal and I used to sit in the back with, I think, an
amp.
amp between us and a guitar across our laps.
Laps.
And the other amp was in the boot, which was tiny in a Mini 850. And you had the other guitar in between your knees. And Mark drove.
Mark drove. Because I wasn't. Was I? No, I
No,
wasn't
you weren't.
even.
You weren't able to drive then.
No,
I
no.
taught him to drive later on.
Yeah. Enough said about that.
Yes.
And
brilliantly.
Sorry. Okay. 850 Mini. Well, what I just remember about that was coming back many, many times in the wet and in the snow.
Yeah.
And Mark would know. He used to, because they were strange engines, they had their points right at the front, the electrical points right at the front.
Yes,
so if
they
it got
did.
wet in any way, that was it. Game over.
The engine stopped.
The engine
As I
stopped.
discovered
Yeah.
on the middle of the A3 once.
Yes. Yes.
Which was very scary.
But then Mark used to get out, dry it out. Well, I remember in a snowstorm on the A316 in Sunbury.
It was very cold.
And you dried it out and then put it out and started it again.
But
That's it.
actually, the solution was to put to put a bit of foil over the grill, and that would stop the points.
That was
getting
it.
wet. What we had to do in those days.
Now, Julia Slater and hopefully Simon.
Yes, they're not on yet, I don't think, but they will be soon, I think.
In which case, I shouldn't do this now, should I?
Oh, I do it. Go on. I don't know. Actually, Julia, are you watching?
This is a Fats Waller song played at their wedding for their son. No one to walk with, all by myself. No one to talk with, but I'm happy on the shelf. And misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. I know for certain the one I love, I'm through with flirting, it's just you I'm thinking of. And misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Like Jack Horner in the corner, don't go nowhere. What do I care? Your kisses are worth waiting for. Oh yes, believe me. Oh, I don't stay out late, don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. And misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. like Jack Horner in the corner. Don't go nowhere. Why do I care? Your kisses are just worth waiting for. Believe me. Oh, yes, well, I don't stay out late. Don't care to go. I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. Ain't misbehaving. I'm saving my love for you, baby. I'm saving, I ain't misbehaving. I'm saving, I ain't misbehaving. I'm saving all my loving for you. I'm saving my love for you. Oh, yeah. Now that was nice.
That
Let's
was
talk about
great.
pacing, you see, pacing.
People enjoyed the piano on that, actually, as well as your voice. As well as your voice.
You've got to be very careful what you say, Sue.
I know.
Now, is Julia listening?
Yes, Julia waved. So, Julia, we might be dedicating a song for you later on. But
This one?
Jonathan just wanted to sing that one for you.
Yeah, I did, because I thought if you're on, you know.
You'll remember the happy sound of that.
Exactly, a happy sound.
Happy sound of that. What are you going to do next?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a backing track, and I'm going to do something for Sylvia.
Yes.
I was going to do this one anyway, but I didn't realise she's in. Could you wave? Could you just tell me you're in, Sylvia? Just wave, just say yes. And then I'm going to talk to you directly. Because I haven't seen you for ages and ages. And I haven't sung this one for an awfully long time. And actually, to be honest, I didn't even think about it until I was going through my little tranche of songs. And coming back along the A3 today, the trees were changing.
They are changing. They're looking beautiful.
The inexorable move towards gold. And it reminded me of this time. And this song, which was one of my favourites, my favourite all time. This is Standards. And this is for Sylvia Newman. Just for you, my love. The falling leaves drift by my window. The falling leaves are red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, you. When autumn leaves start to fall, since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll
winter song. But I miss you most of all, my darling, you. When autumn leaves start to fall. With the Arnie Sauvage on double bass, Darren Beckett on drums, and Mark Edwards on piano from the album Lockdown Sessions Volume 1, available from us if you haven't got it. It's a fabulous album.
It is.
And
It is indeed.
I hope, Sylvia, that life is treating you okay at the moment. I haven't written to you in ages, and there's no excuse, and I will write to you after the show. I hope life is okay for you, and so many others out there.
Yes.
The autumn marks a real change, and actually today it was really autumnal, and it started to get towards a kind of a feeling of, it was quite cool the other day, 11, 12 degrees, and I thought, oh, my word, things have changed. So what's happening online too?
Oh yeah, people are chatting as they usually
Anything
do.
to get nothing to say?
No,
Oh,
just
good.
talking amongst themselves. They a couple
Anything went wrong? Nothing.
Poor old Jim Bird was on the shed roof,
Oh, Jim.
and
Always
he
a mistake. Get
he
someone
forgot
in.
where he put the hammer. So when he closed the door, the hammer fell off and hit his toe, and hurt his toenail. So
You're
that's,
joking. Is it damaged?
I think so.
Well,
A hammer falling 6 foot onto your foot is not ever a good thing, is it really?
It's not a good thing. I tell you what, things happening that shouldn't happen,
Yes.
or things that shouldn't happen, and things that, well, it's the story of my life, isn't it? Really. Why don't we have the video, the page turning one? I think that was a
Okay,
great
that would
one.
be good. That would be very
Put
good.
that one on. Have a listen to this. A watch. People say to me, why do you do this show? You're an opera singer, that's what you do. You go around. I've just come back from Denmark having done a Rossini, the Cinderella. I played the part of Cinderella, and it's not impossible, it's not impossible. A little nip here and a tuck there. And I was doing the buffa, and I do all the comic roles in opera, surprisingly. And I enjoy doing it. But actually what this does for me is it gives me a chance to see the audience. You see, I can do what I want. Tonight, I can do exactly what I please. But I love to sing different types of music, so I've recorded albums of Victorian songs. Now, my singing teacher, bless her, she's still alive, and she's said to me, Jonathan, I want you to record an album of Victorian songs I used to sing around with my father. Things like Makushla. Well, that really got a response, didn't it? Well, I'm going to sing it for you anyway, but I need somebody to come and turn the page for me. Hold on one second. Anybody will do. You look lovely. Come and turn the page. Just give her a big round of applause. Okay, and Eva, do you read music? Badly. That's a shame. Now, Eva, it's not a great pressure. This is a page turner. It doesn't need a lot of skill, really. It is quite important, otherwise you can ruin the song. But there's no pressure, Eva. Don't worry about that. And then we turn over the page there, my love, and then there's the duet bit. So we sing together on the... Sorry, you don't mind singing along? If you've lost your voice, no, you take the top part. It's up here.
Something like that, okay? All right. Okay. This is Makushla. This is art, ladies and gentlemen. High art. With the help of Eva. Are you impressed so far? Did somebody blow their nose then? House lights up, please. House lights. Who just blew their nose? I want you to tell. Was it you? Come up here immediately. On the stage. I know it's a long way up, be careful. Steady, are you insured? Anyway, have you no shame?
No, no shame.
No, you don't care, do you?
Well, I'm sorry I did it, but I had no...
Dribbling down your face. Let's just think about that for a moment. So, what's your name?
David.
David, do you just want to give us a little blow? Because it was a major blow, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't a little kind of, excuse me. Yeah, not like that. Do you know, there are different types. Look at that. Now, there are different types. They're the ones that rub their nose, and they're the ones that blow it and then go, well, what have I got here? You notice that? They do, whoa. That's pretty flipping good. I like that. That's great. Yeah. Round of applause. Say that Eva was sitting on the piano stool. No, you can't go. Makushla, your sweet voice is calling me softly again and again. Makushla, I hear its deep bleeding. My blue-eyed Makushla, I hear it in vain. Makushla, your white arms are reaching. I feel their enfolding, caressing me still. Fling them out from the darkness, my lost love, Makushla. Let them find me and by... Don't go yet, what are you doing? Go from the emotional bit, okay? Fling them. Here we are, over there, all right? You ready? Have you warmed your voice up for the duet bit? Fling them out from the darkness, my lost love, Makushla. It's good, isn't it? Let them find me and bind me again if they will. Now be good, yes, be good. Did I ask you to touch it? Don't touch it. People, they're filming this. This is for posterity. 10 years from now, they'll say, oh, we couldn't put that one in because Eva ruined it. You're being tidy. Well, thank you very much. You're like my mother. Here we go. I'll start this bit and you carry on during it. Here we go. Makushla, Makushla, your red lips are saying that death... Any time now would be good. Where the dream and love. Yes, go for it. His voice. There we go. Right, on the top note. You've got to sing as well. That doesn't count. Wake from your dreaming, my blue-eyed Makushla, awaken to stay. Well, that was a memory and a half, and I did that for years and years now, and I love that. And she was one of the best sports, but we did it for countless people until somebody got upset one day in the audience, not the person doing it, and it freaked me out, and I stopped doing it. But you know what? Sue was saying you might think about doing it again.
It was always someone you didn't know. Actually, you never chose someone that you knew to do it.
And this is a different picture for Sue.
She's not. I'm not on the screen yet.
Ah, well, let's see Sue on the screen here. Right, there she is. And she's in the booth. We put her in the booth up the other end of the room now. Sue, are you okay up there?
Fine, darling, thank you.
Okay, fine. So she's up the other end of the room. And we put her in the booth. Because she's going to do something, I suggested it, and she was really up for this. And Sue, tell us why this song.
Okay, I'm going to sing Both Sides Now, which was a Joni Mitchell song. Judy Collins was the one who made it a song that I really picked up. I had a Judy Collins songbook, and this was the only one I could actually play from the book. And I just loved the song. I didn't really know what it was about, but I just loved it.
Still don't.
I think Joni Mitchell wrote it when she was about 23, and she decided that she was up flying above the clouds, and she thought, what an amazing scene. But of course, if you're underneath the clouds, they look very different. And she said the same about love, that, you know, one hand you can feel marvellous about love, and on the other hand it can be really painful. So I think that's the gist of the
Well, she
song.
said it out. She wrote it out of terrible times.
It
if
was
you
a terrible
remember,
time, yeah.
for her.
I think she'd had a baby, and she couldn't actually, as a single mother, raise this baby, so she'd had to give the baby
husband
up,
walked
which
out,
is
yeah.
incredibly tragic.
And so she writes this song.
Yeah.
But she wasn't as big a star as...
At the time, no.
And now she has
Of course,
become...
very different now.
Yeah, she's become... Judy Collins has gone in popularity. I mean, she's still, you know,
Yeah.
she's still good, but she's quite famous back in the day, you know, back in the day.
Well, it's taken him about
But,
45 minutes to say it, so that's all right. Rose and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feathered canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds' illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. dizzy, dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave 'em laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from all sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all.
I'll do a little solo.
Go for it, JV.
Last chorus again. You want another verse?
Yeah. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed, but something's lost and something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all.
The fantastic Sue Veira! Load of hearts and everything else. How was
What
that?
can I
Did you
say?
enjoy that? I
What
hope
can I
you
say?
enjoyed that.
What
Did
can
you
I
enjoy
say?
that, Susan?
I quite enjoyed doing that. Yes, I
Yeah.
quite
How long
enjoyed
has that
doing
been
that.
since you sung that?
The
40s, 50s?
50 years.
50 years.
50 years.
How
You
do you
can
know? You're
tell.
not. You were 16 when you sung
I
that.
was 16. Yeah, I had 16. I think my brother gave me the songbook.
Did you sing it
And,
at university?
I never sang it in public. That's the first time I've ever sung that in public.
So you're singing in front of thousands tonight. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, 55 anyway.
Anyway, 50. Well,
Oh, how to upset him.
55. Please tell me there's more than 55
More than
here tonight.
55.
There's
Now listen,
56.
one thing I want to say is that later on this evening we are going to have the premiere of the latest music video from JV, courtesy of Rachel, who has worked so hard putting this together. And what I want you to do is I want you to guess what it might be. Okay? So have a think about what song we might have as a new music video.
The prizes, you want to know about, because everybody wants
Oh,
to know the price.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the prize is,
Prizes?
the first prize, for the first person who gets it, is a week spent with me, and the second prize is 2 weeks. Thank you very much. I'm here all week. There are no prizes.
dear.
There's simply the joy of knowing that you were right.
Indeed.
And I'll give you a little clue. It's a song I've recorded. All right? Okay. This one, well, I thought Sue was standing. We'll try this one. This
Try
one
this
is an
one.
old gospel song, this one.
Join
Going
in.
way back to the 1860s, you know. Real country. Following on from last week with the wonderful Bryn. Tell me you loved him, and I'll talk about him in a minute. One more time.
fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh yes, I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh yes, I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, I'm leaning on the everlasting arm. Do, do, do. What have I to fear, leaning on the everlasting arms? I have blessed peace with my Lord so near, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh yes, I'm leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, I'm leaning on the everlasting arms. One more time.
And that one is particularly for Susan Partridge. Susan, it was lovely to meet you at Thornley, and Thornley. And I know you've had a tough week. You've managed to get your dad into a care home, and that has been really hard. It's a hard decision to make. It's a hard thing to do, but you were right doing it, and he will settle, and he will be so happy there. But I know that for you, that's been a really tough thing, and particularly Sundays. You said Sunday's going to be a bit tough for you, so that song was for you.
Excellent. Why don't we go back to my screen, please, my love, as Sue goes and takes a seat. Well, that was the sing-along with Johnny and Sue here. How long did we spend on that one? It's quite a nice, good 10-15 minutes. Well done, Susan. And now we can go back to Sue in the front of the computer. How are you doing, Sue?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's
I ran from the back of the Steinway
Yeah,
room.
good. You
I'm
must
all
be
out
exhausted.
of breath now. I'm
Yeah,
exhausted.
you must be exhausted. I'm going to do a little song, I think, actually. Take My Hand, Precious Lord. And then I'm going to do a song and then we're going to have the surprise video. Get your responses in, please, because I don't think you're going to get it, actually.
Have they come up with any thoughts? Is it moments? At the moment, people have thought it might be moments.
No, moments. Excuse me, guys.
We
have you
have.
not?
We
we've
have
got
a video
for
of moments. Come on, guys.
Come on. Dear
What
me.
we haven't got. Okay.
Yeah. This one, I've not done these verses. And this goes back to a story of me sitting in the studio, weeping my heart out at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
When it looked very serious and as I was going to die. And a little hand held mine during that time, and it wasn't Sue's. And it reminds me, we got a letter today about somebody who's been treated for cancer in the Isle of Wight. And it was sudden and severe, and she went in, and we were all praying for her, a number of us in the Isle of Wight, and this person wrote, and we're going to get them on the show because they are the most formidable person. Anyway, they just wrote and said, and I had no idea what their position with faith was, and that's not my business in the sense. So, but they wrote and said, "Thank you. Your prayers were amazing," and they feel that those prayers have taken her through, and she's been cleared completely
Very
of the
special.
cancer. We think too of Steve today, Steve and Becca Legg. And he's off doing work now, and he's feeling a whole lot better, and he's stable. As he said, he's still got cancer, but he's stable. And stability, as I've got to go for my eye test tomorrow, and I know it's got slightly worse than it has. And so I've got it's my possible injection day tomorrow. So all these things they keep going with us, and
They do.
And who is this for? This is for Anthea.
This is for dear Anthea. Anthea we met 2 years ago when we were at Thornley for the first time. And she was a lovely lady, and her husband was in a care home with dementia, which was very hard for her. However, he died a year ago, and I think this is his first anniversary of his death. So you asked particularly for this, Anthea, because, lovely, you had it at his funeral. So with our love, Jonathan singing, "Precious Lord, Take My Hand."
When my way grows drear, precious Lord, linger near. When my light is almost gone, hear my cry, hear my call, hold my hand, lest I fall, take my hand, precious Lord, lead me home. Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I'm tired, I'm weak, I am worn. Through the dark, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. When the darkness appears o'er and night, it draws near, and the day is past and gone. At the river I stand, guide my feet and hold my hand. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Oh, precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on. Let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn. Through the dark, through the night, lead me on to the light. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home. Take my hand, precious Lord, and lead me home.
Well, that was
That's
rather
for all
lovely.
those people who are feeling
Yes.
they need a handheld.
Yeah.
And
Michael
we do.
Cooper responded to that one particularly, and I think this is this is very special for a number of you.
Yeah, it is. Take my hand. Just really, that's a good one, that one. It's the prayer that people don't need to say it. Kind of, they just go, take my hand. Just take my hand. You know when I was walking with Lily the other day?
Yes,
It
that was
reminded me,
lovely.
actually.
That was lovely.
And this was in the park, wasn't it?
It was.
And she automatically,
Reaches up.
she reaches up. There's an automatic sense.
There was
He walked with him in the garden. That notion.
There was an
you know.
interesting moment actually. We were walking with Lily, and we'd taken her to the playground.
She's
and
a
we
3-year-old, by the way.
We were walking her up to actually the ice cream shop, which is her favourite place to go. Who can blame her? And as we were walking past a church, she was fascinated because it had a spire, and she wanted to know about the spire. And every time, what was interesting was every time she looked up, she clung on to both my hands with both her hands, with my hand with both her hands. And then as soon as she looked down, she let go. But as soon as she looked up, she just wanted to hold on tight with both hands because it was an insecure place for her to be.
Yeah,
and I think that's a lovely picture of how sometimes we just hang on to God. We just by our fingernails
But I
sometimes,
think
but
better
as much
than
as we
that,
can.
Much better than that was when she said, "What's that?" We said, "Well, it's the church." She said, "Not like my church." she goes to a theatre. She goes to Emmaus, right, which is a very, very kind of, very modern church. It's not an old building. She doesn't know what an old building church looks like, really, not really. I think she's been in St Saviour's once in Guildford, but she said, not like my church. It's not like a real, that's what she said,
That's
not like a real church.
It's
I
all
thought-
about perception. It's
I
all
thought the
about
school
perception.
hall came well after the church in 12. Anyway,
It's all about
I
perception.
just thought it was lovely. We are now going to have the great reveal. Now, just to say about this song, whenever I record songs, I haven't recorded now for a few years, and there doesn't seem any point anymore because there's nobody to buy them.
No.
People don't. Well, some of you do still buy CDs, but it's a difficult thing to do, and when you can put it on the DVD player. Remember that? So a CD you can put on a DVD player if you've still got one of those, which we have. I've got everything, every means of playing everything all the time. I've still got cassettes. I've still got the gramophone. I've got no, I'm not quite that, but anyway, I still use records. I still play a lot of records, but it's difficult to record when nobody's going to buy it. So we just don't know what to do about that, really. It's a conundrum. But whenever I recorded those 23 albums or plus, I know there's a lot of songs, hundreds of them. I usually do, I think there are a couple that got through that I probably would have gone, no, I won't do that. a couple I can think of straight away, but I'm not going to tell you. And and that I didn't do particularly well, and they didn't mean enough to me. Do you understand? And I think you should record songs that mean something, not just the latest pop song because somebody tells you to. Now, I recorded You Raised Me Up because it was going to make some money, actually. I'll be absolutely blunt with you.
Actually, it has blessed
And it
so many people.
has. And the byproduct, I recorded it as a commercial thing, and then it's done that. But what I want to say was this song that I've recorded that you're going to hear tonight. And has anybody come up with any ideas, Sue?
Lots of ideas. Victoria Moyes wondered if you was Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark.
Yes.
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah. A baby shark. Do.
No,
Baby. No, it's not that, Victoria.
Love Divine, Just Around the Bend, Oceans, Oh Happy Day, It
Hold
Is
on.
Well, Stars and God of the Moon and Stars.
Right. Well, we've recorded already Just Around the Bend, everybody, just for your
Yes,
benefit.
we've already got that one.
And
Oceans,
we've done
did I say
Oceans.
Oceans?
No, we haven't done Oceans. No, that's true. There's
We
just
could
a kind
do
of.
all of those,
Yeah,
apart
we-
from Just Around the Bend and Baby Shark.
I think.
No! Oh, I wish I'd never said it now. No, please don't. Yeah, we've got the test card, so that's it.
Who could any? Do you know what? They've made an absolute fortune, and what have I made? Nothing.
Right, should
so
we play
this song,
video?
we will play the video. It needs a drum roll. It needs all kinds of things. You don't just play the video, so you make them wait. And in third place, no, that's not it. It was not.
It was
Love
not.
Divine. It's not Baby Shark. It's now, ladies and gentlemen, the new video from Rachel and JV, recorded. Well, you got to tell me where you think this was recorded. Here it goes.
Hang on.
What?
And
Oh.
a little teaser for you. I appear in this video, but I defy you to spot me. I do appear in the background.
Do you? You do not. We scrubbed you out.
Do you?
Yeah, deliberately.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. The latest video from Rachel and JV.
Do-do-do-do-do.
You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze awhile upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her head came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love? Among the fields of barley, we'll forget the sun in his jealous sky as we lie in fields of gold. I never made promises lightly. There have been some that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left, you'll walk in fields of gold. We'll walk in fields of gold. In the days still left, we'll walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You can tell the sun in his jealous sky when we walked in the fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold. When we walked in fields of gold.
She'll win an Emmy for that.
Lovely work. Lovely work.
And we did a lot. We did 5 versions eventually, where it kept going back and forward, and trying to film me in as flattering a way as possible. Looking, be honest, I think.
And
the
it was
hat,
filmed.
and the hat and the glasses. I think it covered a multitude of sins, didn't it? Really. I think she was thinking of me wearing a mask as well at the same time. You know, just to cover up the whole thing. It was filmed. Anybody got ideas?
Yes. Helen Paul has picked it up. It's Kentmere in Cumbria. Nice.
Did she pick it? Oh, she wrote.
Nice.
She read it.
Sort of quiet area. Supposedly, we went there because whenever we've been there, it's the sort of place that people drive past to get to Windermere. So we pulled off and we thought, okay, well, we'll go up to Kentmere, and it's normally terribly deserted. But there was one of those sheep chasing things going on.
Sheep chasing things?
I can't remember what they're called.
What are you talking about? Nobody was chasing any sheep. So, right, here's what happened. Now I'm going to get the real version. Right, Kentmere is near Staveley, Staveley is near Kendal, about 4 miles away. All right, but Staveley is a little village, it's a working village. It's not really. It's not considered. It's in the national park.
It is, but it's
it's out. Just they're considered really to be outside.
It's
the
not
national
touristy.
Park. It's not, and it's at the end
village.
of the end of the road. It is basically it's a no through road. And so as you go further into it, you go deeper and deeper into the heart of the mountains, and you can't. I think Wainwright, the very famous Lake District writer, described it as the jewel in the crown of the Lake District, and it is absolutely outstanding. And a friend of ours, Arthur and Margaret, I have no idea whether they're listening tonight, but if they are, it is one of the most wonderful discoveries. So I thought actually we suggested that as a place to film, and then we found that but to find a lay-by was very difficult to park.
And there were so many cars, weren't there? We sort of drove
normally
to where
nothing.
there would only be a church and nothing else, and there were all these people sort of trying to get their cars parked because of the sheep trials.
Yeah, it was. Oh, the sheep trials.
Yeah, people have helped me out on that.
Sheep trials. Thank you. What did you call it? Chasing sheep. I do believe you're really getting old, aren't you?
I am getting
old.
Oh,
what's it called? It's a big fluffy thing with
Oh, don't.
No, that's not actually. That's not true.
Funny. That's not funny.
So I love it. Now it goes out. It goes live on YouTube at 10 o'clock tonight. Now what we want you to do, everybody out there, please go and watch these things, and don't just go like and don't watch them. Just take 5 minutes out of your life, take a cup of tea, and watch these
Enjoy
videos.
it.
There are so many
Enjoy
videos
them.
that we've got to watch on YouTube. Rachel has done tirelessly to get it up there. And we're going to be saying, on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that in a second. Now, I'm going to sing a song after that lovely song, and this is for Julia Slater. Hopefully, Julia is still in. She
Hasn't gone to
asked
bed
for
yet.
this one, and I hope, Julia, you enjoy this.
Oh, love that will not let me go, I rest my weary soul in thee. I give thee back the life I owe, that in thine ocean depths its flow may reach a fuller be, may reach a fuller be. Oh, light that follows all my way, I yield my flickering torch to thee. My heart restores its borrowed ray, that in thy sunshine's blaze stay may brighter, fairer be, may brighter, fairer be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go. Oh, joy that seekest me through pain, I cannot close my heart to thee. I trace the rainbow through the rain, and feel the promise is not vain, that morn shall tearless be, that morn shall tearless be. O cross that liftest up my head, I dare not ask to fly from thee. I lay in dust life's glory dead, and from the ground there blossoms red life that shall endless be, life that shall endless be. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that will not let me go. Oh, perfect love, unchanging love, oh, love that never lets me go.
Yeah, lovely.
Yes.
Perfect love. Perfect love.
Sue, why don't you do some... Oh, yes. Just something I want to ask you, everybody, and it's never easy to ask this, but I hope you won't mind me doing so. As you know, we run these evenings as often as we can, and we give you as much of a show as we can. We get as many guests as we can get in, make this show interesting. I try and sing interesting songs. We have interesting videos. Basically, it's jolly good. I think it's jolly good fun to do. It's tired, but it's very tiring. It takes a lot of rehearsal and practice, and also preparation on the day. To say nothing of the guest, of course. Now, what this means is that it, just for your information, because a lot of you, I don't know whether you know, but it costs us to put this on. So I had the piano tuned. This is an example. Had the piano tuned. I would have it tuned because the piano is very old and needs a lot of care. So I tune it generally every 2 to 3 weeks, and each time it costs £75. Normally, you'd only tune it every 6 months. But the piano is old, and so it needs it. So I have Jerry come in, and he's a lovely guy, and he comes and tunes it for us, trying to keep it in order so it doesn't collapse. I thought that was something, when the thing went, I thought it was something.
I was so convinced something had fallen off.
That's £2,000. So
But it wasn't.
it means that it costs. It costs on something. The reason you can watch this on such a stable thing. Many of you remember the days of instability. We've had the generous gift of Rachel and Claire and Ben when they're all in together and helping all the time to create this very room. The cameras, all the stuff that we've bought for the room, the 5 cameras that we've got here, the microphones, the leads and everything else. And then we pay a provider, what's called a provider, to make sure every week that it's a stable stable stream, so you don't get lots of jumpiness, otherwise you start writing in, and quite rightly.
Quite rightly,
You say,
yes.
you can't see it, can't hear it, whatever. So we pay.
It's got to be good quality,
It's got quality.
because otherwise you will not want to
You want to watch it. And then we get the guests in, and if they are professional musicians or freelance people, we pay them. We pay them out of our own money, and quite generously, because they come in and give the time, particularly when they come into the room. And musicians who've had it really hard over this time, so we pay them. Now, we asked you last time, and you paid us generously, and that money has lasted
And we've been working
until
through
now. We've been
that, which
working
is
through
great.
it.
Thank you.
But this term, we've got quite a lot of musicians coming in, and people coming in from London, and I've got a musician that I just booked called Matt Weeks, who's a multi-instrumentalist, appears on nearly all of my albums. Bass player, trumpet player, guitarist, mandolin, banjo. He plays everything.
Is
And
he going to bring them all in
the
with him?
nicest guy. He's going to have them out there and bring them in. That's it. So you're going to have fun. But people like that, you will understand it costs. Now, we never charge for this. You've been so generous over lockdown to us, and we obviously then went out and gave to other people because of your generosity. But if we could ask you, at some point, if you can, if it's £1, if it's £2, that would be absolutely fine. If all of you gave £2, then it would give us just about enough to cover what we need to do. All right? So that's all we're asking for. Pay it into if you get in contact with Sue.
If you get into contact with me on my email address, which is sue@jonathanveira.com.
Is it up there on the...
It's up there, yes. So sue@jonathanveira.com. I will give you the bank details for you to pay it into. Those of you who've set up PayPal payments for us, that's great. Thank you very much. But actually, PayPal is a bit tricky these days. So if you haven't already done that, then don't bother with that.
So just contact Sue.
We are looking at possibly another way of doing it, but I haven't got my head around it yet.
Suggested, and we look at that. But this is for now, for this term, so that we can cover our expenses and don't see ourselves. We don't, as you know, we don't get paid for this. Your gifts are what we get, and for those of you who give, thank you. And it keeps things rolling along each month. But then when a term comes along, hey, that's what I want to say.
That's it.
I'm sure you'll be generous, and if you can't afford, give nothing. That is it.
Please.
We don't.
The same with YGAF. Please do not give. If you can give to YGAF, that's great. But please do not put yourself in difficulties, financial difficulties. We understand that there are stresses and strains financially for people.
Oh, very much so. Do you want to do the notices? Or shall I sing one more song?
You sing a song, and then I'll do the notices.
Why don't I do... and I wasn't going to do this song. I Stand Amazed, which is from Hymns Project.
Yes.
It's quite a funky version. I don't know where did you put it in? You did put it in
I
somewhere?
gave you the words. It's at the end, I think.
Yeah, there we are. It's that one. And who's this for, Sue?
This is for Dawn Porteous. Your birthday was a couple of days ago. In fact, yesterday, I think, Dawn. So this is I Stand Amazed for you. And also for Lynn, your birthday is on the 20th, which will be Wednesday. And Lynn, I think with you, we also stand amazed that you are still with us and you are able to function. And that is more than we ever
Correct
thought
use.
would be possible.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
for you, Lynn, this is one for you as well.
I stand amazed in the presence of Jesus the Nazarene and wonder how he could love me, a sinner condemned, unclean. How marvelous, how wonderful, and my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is my Savior's love for me. For me it was in the garden he prayed, not my will but thine. He had no tears for his own griefs, but sweat drops of blood for mine. How marvelous, how wonderful, and my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is my Savior's love for me. He took my sins and my sorrows, he made them his very own. He bore the burden to Calvary and suffered and died alone. How marvelous, how wonderful, and my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is my Savior's love for me. When with the ransomed in glory, his face I at last shall see, 'twill be my joy through the ages to sing of his love, to sing of his love, to sing of his love for me. my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is my Savior's love for me.
There we go.
Wow, that
a big
was
song.
you haven't sung that for a long time, and it's beautiful. I love the way you sing that. It's very, very moving.
It's a
Very
great, it's a
moving.
great arrangement.
It is a great
As a
arrangement.
typical Mark arrangement,
Yes.
we struggled over that because it was, for those of you technical, it starts, so it goes, how marvelous, how, now it'd be, how marvelous, how wonderful is my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is my Saviour's love for me. So we try to, when you're giving it a much more of a groove, so you then change the chords, which is called replacement. So you replace the chords with something else. How marvelous, how wonderful, and my song shall ever be. How marvelous, how wonderful is my Saviour's love for me. And then that adds more. It's a line that Mark always used to say when everybody used to say to him, keep it simple, keep it simple. All these choruses with three chords, 1, 2, 3, and all that. He used to say, no, let's make it more complicated. God is a very complicated God. Let's get that vastness, hands that flung stars into space. So we do lots of all that kind of rich harmony. That's what we look for. Anyway, Sue, over to you.
Okay, let's do the notices.
Are you on screen now?
I'm on screen, so you can go and take the
can take my
tablets. They
tablets.
were all worried about when you're going to take the tablets. We have the last of our September gigs happening next Saturday in Stoke-on-Trent, and we will have lots of help. Thank you very much to our techie team. They're going to be turning up with us, which is fabulous. So if you want to see them, you want to see Jonathan, come along to Stoke-on-Trent. On the 7th of October, we are delighted to be going to Fordingbridge, which is in Hampshire, not far from Southampton, not far from the New Forest. So if you're in that area at all, then please come along. Catch JV live, which is an experience not to be missed. We would love to see you at the concert in Fordingbridge. It's going to be a wonderful evening. That's on the 7th. On the 21st, we're in Bude, and on the 28th, we're in Stoneleigh, which is in near Epsom. Then in November, we are going to be doing a Sunday service up at New Springs Church in Loughborough. And on the 25th, we are doing our first of 3, possibly 4 Christmas events at Chesterfield, again with our wonderful techie team supporting us. On the 2nd of December, we will be in Pett Hastings, and on the 9th of December, we will be in Paignton. All the details are on the website, so you need to go to the website to see what the details are. So let's have a look at what the website is, please, Rachel. And there we have it. So www.jonathanveira.com. If you want to know anything about the calendar, then go there. If the details are not there, then write to me, sue@jonathanveira.com. And so just write to me if you've got a question about something. If you would be interested in finding out about how to put on a show, then you need to write to me, sue@jonathanveira.com, and I will let you know all about it. And we have got a few more Steinway rooms coming up, you'll be pleased to know. So we have 2 in October. So actually, you only have 2 weeks to wait till the next one, when we'll have Sue and Aldi in with us on the 1st.
Very
and on
popular
the
guest.
Very popular guest. She'll be lovely. Then on the 15th, there's Cole Beach. Then on the 5th of
Who's
November...
a very interesting man and great story to tell.
Yeah, absolutely. On the 5th of November, we are back here, and...
Matt Weeks.
Oh, Matt Weeks is going to be that
That's
one.
who's
Excellent.
gonna be that
That's
one.
going to be Matt Weeks on the 5th of November.
Multi-instrumentalist, nice guy, recorded a lovely number of albums been involved in all my albums. You can see him if you look at the credits on my albums.
I don't know if Rachel's actually in that evening. I really hope she is because of the sound situation. We'll sort it out. And then on the 12th, we have more musicians, Bev Sage and Errol Kennedy. So not to be missed on that one because Errol was in Imagination.
The band Imagination, which was
of fun.
Body Talk, and the other one, another very famous songs, big chart hits.
Then on the 3rd of December, we got a lovely evening with Mark Edwards, and you know what joy that is. He and Jonathan just sparking off one another, having a marvellous time.
And singing Christmas songs.
Christmas songs. And then on the 17th, we have our carols from the Steinway Room, which will be exclusively available on YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, as we mentioned, what you need to do is you need to go to YouTube, and if you're watching something, you need to click on subscribe, like, notification, that kind of thing, because the more people we have watching, the better it is for us, and that's what we want.
We're
lots
close
of,
to 1,000.
Yes. We're close
Very
to 1,000.
close.
We want to
do
get
it
to
tonight.
1,000.
Click on now.
Yes, if you haven't done it already, then please do it. It doesn't cost you a penny. You can use any of your email addresses, but in fact, any and all of your email addresses.
And you get notified of new things.
And absolutely, because Rachel works incredibly hard on the videos. And so please watch the videos. She has laboured over extracting some of the lovely guests that we've had. And she's extracted those interviews and put them onto shorter, easier to watch videos, so you're not trailing through a whole show. But the problem is that she needs to know that people are actually watching them, because she puts a lot of effort into it. And she's doing it because people have said, can we please have the interviews on their own? So find a person that perhaps you haven't seen, or an interview that you want to watch again, and watch the videos that Rachel's putting out, because that will be wonderful. And I think we need to talk about the away day.
We do.
So we are a lucky few coming away with this on the 15th of November. I think we're pretty full now, actually. I think there's going to be 60 of us, which is very exciting.
Which we can't have any more.
We can't have any more. But it's going to be a wonderful evening. Wonderful day. Jonathan and I spent an evening putting the programme together the other day, and we got very excited, I have to say. Very excited.
Starting at 10:30.
Yeah, starting around 10:30, and we will have a session in the morning of everyone singing, playing, and just singing some of these wonderful songs that we do together. And then after lunch, it will be our very good friend Richard Everett coming back to do a sort of meditation reflection kind of thing.
Community,
nice, and or talk about community. There'll be time to chat. We have not filled the programme because we know that part of it is actually being together, chatting together, catching up with people that you talk to online, but you probably never met them. So that's going to be marvellous and wonderful. And then in the evening, of course, it has to be a concert.
At the afternoon, it's going to be a time for you to tell.
Oh, yes. How could I forget?
Exactly.
Your story.
Your
It's going to be a chance for you to say what it meant to you to be part of the JV community. So 3 minutes maximum.
Maximum,
so
please.
be practicing to keep it under the 3 minutes.
Otherwise, there'll be a red buzzer that goes off and security will remove you.
Oh, okay.
I haven't hired security yet, but...
So we're very excited about it. We are planning all kinds of things.
I'll get your mother. She should sort it out. Security. Don't you think she would do it?
Yes, she would do it. So that's the 15th of November.
And in the evening? In the evening,
a concert. And Bryn and Sally are joining us again, because you so enjoyed the week with Bryn last week. It was awesome. And so we thought it would be such fun to have Jonathan and Bryn playing together, singing songs together, as well as you lot joining in as well. So...
I don't know. I think he'll tell them to be quiet. But,
no, he won't. So that's going to be great. It's going to be fabulous. And we are looking forward to it very much.
So plan it carefully. Plan your journeys carefully.
Do you want to say something about the Got a Friend Trust? Because you're on screen again now.
I'm on screen again. So Got a Friend Trust, as we know, we help people. And Adrian Pinnock is probably watching at this very moment. And it helps people who have needs right at this moment. So if you've got a need of a this or a that, a washing machine, a dryer, a pram, a cot, you know somebody who does. Somebody wrote in this week, and we're going to be sending it to Adrian this week again. Did you send it? Did you talk about it? Yeah. So, but it requires you, a bit like this really, I suppose. It requires you, however small, they don't care. £1 a month is £1 a month, and it genuinely is. And but I'm not going to keep asking you for any money. You know what this is about. So you've got a friend trust. It's up there. You can find out more about it. And Adrian will be giving a talk, a very brief talk, on that day about 20 minutes or so, just I haven't asked you, but that's what I want you to do on that day, about Got a Friend Trust and how it started and all of that, and fielding your questions. The main thing we try to be is, obviously, as a charity, transparent. I have nothing to do with the money. It's deliberately distanced from me. But I know that the need is there, and often you approach us, and we then approach Adrian and the team to help you. So we commend that to you. And we will probably have a prayer from a contribution from Nicola, who takes over this weekend
at her church,
the running of St Catherine's in the Isle of Wight in Ventnor, and we wish her all the best. So she'll be coming along, they'll be coming along together, and it'll be lovely to have a newly installed lady who's really great in ministry, imaginative, creative, and a real woman, a woman of God, which is great. Sue.
I think I've finished my.
I think we need a little bit of stuff. What do you want?
Well,
I'm going to do.
Well, actually, you've got 20 minutes left, and
Is that all?
You've got 3 songs, 3 dedication songs. So I don't think you've got time for that. No, save it.
Oh, that was such
I
a nice idea.
know. You wanted to read them a story, but I'm afraid you can't do it. You've got 3 songs to do.
No, Jack has gone.
So shall we have the video? Shall we have the video?
Why don't we have the video?
This is for David. This is for David. You were 89 this week. You were 83 this week. Lovely, David. Wake him up. Come on, Erica, wake him up, because this song is for him. At Thornley, we had the most wonderful moment where lovely Chris and lovely David got up and were dancing to this song, and it brought so much joy. To see David there, to see David dancing was awesome, because he'd had this terrible fall in the bath and awful bruising, and we weren't sure that he was going to be fit enough to go, but he was there, and then he was up dancing with Chris. It was just the most memorable moment. It was wonderful.
Here it is.
So this is Oh Happy Day for the 2 of you.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Come on, make now. Oh, happy day. Day when Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. He taught me how to watch and pray. Sing it, bang. And live rejoicing every day. 2 ladies there clapping, is that lovely? The rest of you are moving, aren't you? Oh, happy day. Come on, clap your hands. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed, washed my sins away. Oh, happy day. He taught me how to watch and pray, watch and pray, and live rejoicing every day. Oh, every day. Sing it, oh happy day. Oh, happy day. Sing it. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, now, Bobby. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day. When Jesus washed, when my Jesus washed. day. Let's celebrate the happy day. Come on and celebrate the happy day. Ooh. The happy day. The happy day. The happy day. Come on. The happy day. Hey. The happy day. The happy day. Last time. Celebrate the happy day. Here we go. Celebrate the happy day. Come on, celebrate the happy day. Come on, celebrate the happy day.
Welcome back. What a joyous event that was, and just wonderful.
Hilarious as well, because it goes right at the end. It goes in whole tones. That was called. So it was. It's such a happy day. So it's so good. And then it went instead of like that. The guy doing it, he'd done it as a joke.
You mean the guy recording it?
But Bruce recording it. He'd done it in post-production as a joke, but forgot to undo it. It went. So the kids love this. So it goes. It's that. It's like what? And it came out, and nobody had picked it up, including me. I hadn't watched it, and it came out like that. And it's all for posterity. It's kept. Anyway, this one.
This is a very special song, How Great Thou Art, and it's for a very special lady. Dear Ruth, we met you at Thornley a couple of years ago, and today is your 79th birthday. And so we can't believe that, really, but it's your 79th birthday today, Ruth, and we wish you so much love and a very happy day. And here is Jonathan singing How Great Thou Art.
Oh Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the works thy hand hath made, I see the stars, I hear the mighty thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God, His Son not sparing, sent Him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on the cross my burden gladly bearing, He bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Saviour God, to thee. how great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart? Then shall I bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art.
Oh, that was very special. Very
I've never
special.
done that before.
No, that was
always
wonderful.
new.
I was listening to Andrew Marr on the radio today, and
Oh,
he
were
was
you?
talking about being in the studio or in a room, fairly close proximity to a singer. Didn't catch the name of the person that he was with. Might have been Pavarotti or someone like that. But he said how his insides all felt all sort of wobbly as this voice was in this same room. And I have to tell you that sometimes I sit here and
It's a massive room, Sue,
it's
to
a
be honest,
massive
to be
room, but
fair.
even in this massive room, you fill it with that voice of yours, and it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. Makes me go all sort of inside.
Well, it's a small room for a lot to happen.
Yeah.
We can do these songs, and we're going to go home. Well, we're home actually. So are you.
So-
That's the kind of advantage
Yes.
of a concert like this, isn't it?
This way
We're all
out,
home.
please.
But we want you, please, and I say this when we go, we're going to play this song for Carol Wadsworth. And Carol has gone through such a lot, and there's a lot of pain in your posts where you talk about what was, Carol, and I feel your pain. I do. We were playing in the garden with the kids. They were playing the Olympics, running.
Yes. Granddad, run, race.
You run with
you
me,
run with
with
me,
a
and Lily will
6-year-old.
do the sound.
So
oh, good.
we're playing in it, and I give them a microphone, and they say, well, tell us who you are and where you're from. And there's little Lily going, I'm from Guildford, 229.
229.
That's all she knows. She doesn't
Well
know
done,
the actual
Andy. You
address.
taught her that.
229. And so it's wonderful. And then they run, and we ran. What a mistake that was. Oh my word,
Yes,
we
we're
paid
doing
for
that
it
again in
for
a
3
hurry.
days. My hips, my knees, and I was trying to beat her.
No chance.
I found
no
myself
chance.
in that
Those
kind of
little
Boris. Do you
6-year-old
remember
legs.
Boris when he fell over that child
Yeah.
playing rugby
Yeah.
who was about 8? That's what I was.
You were trying to do
was me
that.
trying to win. But I thought actually that Carol, remembering what you did, it's sad to think about what we all have done in the past. And there's often I look at things that I did, and I think, oh my goodness, I sung there and I did that, and I was singing with that person, with that orchestra, with that conductor, world famous stuff, and it was all fantastic. And now I'm in a room, and it was one of the reasons I was so glad to play last week was with Bryn. We played together. You know, he played the guitar, I played the piano. We kind of ensembled together, and it was a great thing. So I do get that. And then sometimes we just got to, I suppose, it is this thing about grabbing the moment. Whatever you can do, you do. That's it. and I've valued your constant comments on the shows, and you've loved this more than I think most of them, and a lot. Is probably one of my all-time favourite songs of Paul Field, written out of pain. Remember we talked about that last week. What comes out of pain often has greater value. Not always, but sometimes. And here it is. And then we're going to put the last song, Go Peaceful and The Lord Bless You, and then we're going to go home. But this one, it's been lovely having you all with us, just the two of us. And just get
Happy
blessed by
birthday,
this.
dear Carol. Today's the day, so happy birthday today.
Very big happy birthday.
God of the moon and stars, God of the near and far, God of the fragile hearts we are, I come to you. God of our history, God of the future that will be, what will you make of me? I come to you. God of the meek and mild, God of the reckless and the wild, God of the unreconciled, I come to you. God of our life and death, God of our secrets unconfessed, God of our every living breath, I come to you. God of the rich and poor, God of the princess and the whore, God of the ever open door, I come to you. God of the unborn child, God of the pure and undefiled, God of the pimp and pedophile, I come to you. God of the war and peace, God of the junkie and the priest, God of the greatest and the least, I come to you. God of the refugee, God of the prisoner and the free, God of my doubt and certainty, I come to you. God of our joy and grief, God of the loyal and the thief, God of our faith and unbelief, I come to you. God of the wounds we bear, God of the deepest wounds we share, God of our unspoken prayer, I come to you. God of a world that's lost, God of a lonely, lonely cross, God who has come to us, I come to you. I come to you. I come to You tired?
I'm a bit weary.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
been
tired,
a
yeah.
lovely evening.
Lovely evening, yeah.
Really lovely.
Hope you've
evening.
enjoyed it.
They have. They've enjoyed it hugely.
Well, this one, what we say to you is this, very simply. Go peaceful in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your ways. Shall I sing with you?
Yeah, go on.
I'll sing with you then. Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame. God speed you, God lead you, and keep you wrapped around His arms. May you be known by love. Always is this time as we finish. Maybe if you find it easier to close your eyes and you think of those people that might need your prayers or your thoughts. Remember, this is a place for Christians and non-Christians, people of faith and no faith. And you come to this moment, just think about the person that's on your mind. Even actually to be thankful for, not just an arrow prayer. Just do that right now. Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness,
see everyone through heaven's eyes. God holds you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known by love. God holds you, enfold you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known by love.
Remember, little unremembered acts of kindness, love and of kindness, that better part of a man. As much as you've done these, when you visited me in prison, when you fed me, when you fed the hungry, and you clothed the naked, and as much as you've done these, and lots of other things throughout your week, you've done it unto me. So let's have a bit of that doing unto others, please, this week. Find someone. Make it your thing to find. And then don't tell anybody about it. How about that? That would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Oh, we're tired now and we're going to sing this together. Sing it at the top of your voice to help us out, will you?
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace, and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and be gracious to you, and be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you, and give you his peace, and give you his peace.
Well, here we are. We do it on our own, and I'm finished 7 minutes late. It's ridiculous. You should all be in bed.
It would have been later. If you'd read, it would have been
I know, it would have
later.
been
Good
well
job
into
I'm
the...
here. Good job I'm here.
Anyway, God bless you, everybody, and see you on the next time we're on, which is on the what?
On the 1st of October, 2 weeks' time.
Unless you come and
Have
see
a
us.
good couple of weeks. See you at a show somewhere near you.
God bless you.
Lots of love. Bye.
Good night.